Things are looking pretty green here this morning. We got had a nice thunderstorm last night. We got about 2.5 inches of rain, so obviously there will be no field work going on today. So I think I'll work a little bit on the combine. It's been sort of neglected for the last week or so while I've been busy in the fields, but today I think I will change the two belts that I got for this that needs some attention. The belt on the secondary counter shaft and the tailings elevator. Those two belts, as you can see here, they are getting to be in kind of rough shape, so I'd rather change them out now than have them break during harvest season. So I will put those on today, and hopefully once they're in place, I'll put the gas tank back on, get the fuel system on this thing intact, and kind of take it from there. So I have some I have to take the main drive belt for the main counter shaft off, because this the secondary counter shaft belt sits behind that. So I've got a few things to take apart here. I picked up these two new belts, which I was looking around online, and I have to say they were much less expensive than I was anticipating they would be, which is nice to say. So, well, we'll get busy on this project. All right, I've got two new belts on. Got the belt here for the secondary counter shaft, and I've got the new belt on the tailings elevator. Got the old offending belts here. As you can see, this one was pretty crappy, and this other one, I had to take this one off to change the other belt anyway, so I thought as long as I'm at it, I might as well change that. I had to take the drive belt that drives the primary counter shaft off. This one is really good shape, so that's good. While I was taking all the things out of the way to get that off, I did find this little support in there that with the this end is broken off. I grabbed that to unbolt the other end and seen it was loose, so I didn't even know that was broke, but as long as I found it, I can fix that now, weld that up before I put it together. So I need to the variable speed on this, I need to time that before I put the chains to drive it back on. The chains are kind of stiff. I might throw some new chain on there, but I took measurements before I took the chains off there and slid the pulleys apart. So when I get it timed according to the book, I can check the measurements to see that I've got it right. So that's good. We'll keep going on this. All right, I got this little piece all welded back up. I put a little gusset on it there just to add a little strength to it. So now we can start reassembling this thing a little more. Okay, I've got the drive belts all back together, everything buttoned up with that. I've got the fuel tank back on. Oh, I've got the my new fuel pump mounted there. I don't have the sediment bowl in there yet. I'll do that tomorrow. I need to do something. I want to put a inline fuel filter between the sediment bowl and the pump. I need to figure out a way to tie that up and get it tucked up in there nice, so the corn fodder doesn't rip anything loose. Oh, it's supposed to rain tonight again, and so tomorrow I will try and button up the fuel system, take the carburetor off and clean that out again, and maybe fire this thing up again, and if everything works right, maybe take it for a little drive. So I got a few other things to do the remainder of today, so we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Okay, a quick update. Here in southwest Wisconsin, at least in my area of it, we've had 6 inches of rain in the last 3 days. So yeah, field work is still totally ground to a halt. So I've been doing some other things. The 1486 is parked right now anyway. The injector pump started leaking diesel fuel into the oil while I was plowing my barley fields. So I've got the pump off that now, getting rebuilt. Obviously it's not a good thing, so I need to fix that. And I've got my blade mounted on the my WD with the 3-point hitch that I fabricated. Just a quick note, that's the top link thing I fabricated. I don't know. Not sure how well it's going to work, but I'll try that. If I'm not satisfied with that, I will do something else. And I've been working on the combine. I got the carburetor rebuilt. It runs really well now without the choke having to be pulled out. Runs really nice. Only one little hiccup. I got the carburetor rebuilt and went to start it, and it fired a couple times and then wouldn't fire anymore. So I thought, okay, what the heck now? I got investigating, and the coil had gone bad, the ignition coil. So maybe that was causing some of my problems earlier anyway. But anyway, I got that fixed. So I think it's probably time to do a little ride along. All right, we're moving under our own power. Second gear. Let's speed up the variable a little bit if we can. Oh yeah. I see that I do need to get a new plastic piece for the pre-cleaner there. And the previous owner put a bin extension on it there. It was 2 boards high. I took one board off because, well, for one thing, I wanted to be able to see out the back. And for another thing, the way my fields are around here, I don't feel the need to raise the center of gravity of this thing any more than it is.
It was a Monday, a day like any other day. I left a small town for the apple in decay. It was my destiny, it's what we needed to do. They were telling me, I'm telling you. I was inside, looking outside, the millions of faces, but still I'm alone. Waiting, hours of waiting, paying a penance, I was longing for home. I'm looking out for the two of us.
I'll say this about my neighbors, they're a quiet bunch. So cool. We got the combine matriculating down the road. So hopefully the weather will straighten out and I can get some field work again done. And otherwise, we'll kind of keep going on this project. I'm sure there's a lot of other things we need to square away on before we're ready for harvest season, but so far so good. So until next time, have a good day.